YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Jagoda Blue back here for his very first video of 2022. Now I hope everyone had a safe, fun, and blessed new year. And I decided to jump on and start the year off with a discussion piece, a discussion video of what kind of collector are you, right? It's a question I think that always goes around. New collectors or people that have been doing it for years, everything changes, right? So I figured I'd jump on here because it's always a hot topic, I feel like, especially in kind of the movie collection and industry community. So I'm going to get into that. But guys, first off, thank you for the support in 2021. Hope that it grows and multiplies in 2022 for you as well. So if you are not already subscribed to the channel, this is the year, this is the time, this is the video for you to subscribe to this channel because it's going to be hot. I'm going to be bringing a lot of content. So make sure you're on the train, you're on the team. Hit that subscribe button and make sure you hit the bell notification button so you know when my content is dropping. And make sure that you select all so there's no limitations. Guys, like and comment below. Let me know what you think about this video and the prior videos. And let's get into it. So the main question is, what kind of collector are you? Now, how you started, a lot of times is not how it's going to continue, right? When you're first collecting, sometimes you jump in and you just want to amass as many, movies as you want. And sometimes that can be without caring what you're buying. You're buying in lots and doing this, right? And then there's people that's more tailored. They want to buy exactly what they like and they go forward. And there's so many different types of collectors. So I'm going to explain kind of my journey and my collection. What got me into collecting initially was this whole nostalgic movement. I used to like going to the movies back in the day, but obviously I wasn't collecting physical media. And I want to say FYE kind of really got me into collecting. When I found out that they was... I don't know if I could say found out, but I saw movies that I used to watch as a kid, and when I saw them on physical media and it was DVD, it kind of just blew my mind. One notably was Red Sonja. As a kid, I loved Red Sonja. I watched it so much. I can't remember the other one. Airborne. If you ever seen the movie Airborne with skating, there's like these very just random movies that I used to love as a kid. Big Trouble in Little China, The Goonies. There was this rush of nostalgia that I just wanted to start owning these movies. So day after day, and I had a great FYE near me at the time I started collecting. I started collecting in 2008, 2009, but it really picked up in 2009, 2010. And when I started just thinking of all these older movies, I just started going and buying them. And it was all DVDs at first. Then I got into Blu-rays a little later. Started amassing that, and I actually got into steelbooks a little probably later than most. Once I got in steelbooks, it was just like gung-ho head first. And a lot of times I was buying movies that I can remember. That's how it started, getting all these movies I can remember, then buying new movies. And one of the greatest things I used to love was watching the previews on these. Before you watch the movies, you watch these previews and you see these movies you've never seen, but the trailer looks good. So there was a lot of blind buys that I did buy based on trailers that I saw, and actually end up liking those movies. So, actually my percentage for buying a blind buy and actually liking it, it's pretty high. I mean, it's really good. So surprisingly. And like I said, once I got into steelbooks, it just got crazy. But, and then once I started amassing a good amount, and then buying blind buys and things like that, then it kind of moved to a different arena. And now I find myself being a movie collector, but it's more of a movie collector at this point. I like to consider it an art collector. And this goes to one of the biggest topics I feel like in the movie industry, which is double dipping, triple dipping, quadruple dipping, right? And a lot of people's like, why would you buy the same movie over and over and over? So this is my reason, and this is who I am as a collector. I don't just buy the movie for the movie, right? Out of everything that we do, we know what the movie is, right? And more times than not, when a new format, 4K for example, is released of a movie as an upgrade, that's usually going to be the best version of that movie we've ever seen, right? There's some bad 4K transfers that you can just stick with your Blu-ray, right? But overall, usually the 4K is going to be the best look, or the best look that this movie has ever looked. So we have that. We know what the movie is, right? And for me personally, I can watch Blu-rays and still enjoy the movie. It still looks good on my TV, right? 4K is just an additive, but Blu-rays look amazing still on my TV. So at that point, I know what the movie is. I've seen the movie. Now it's the artwork. It's the packaging that goes into it, right? That's what's really even adding on to the prices. The $34.99 for 4K steelbooks and stuff, right? Because if you can get a digital copy for $20 or sometimes even less. It's the packaging. So I find myself now being an art collector, and I collect the different artworks that come with it. So this is why I double, triple, quadruple dip, and I do this usually too with just movies that I love, unless the artwork is amazing. So that's where I'm at, and I'm actually curious what other people feel about it. Like, if you double and triple dip, why is it, right? Because I feel like that's where it's at. And a lot of times when you see these aftermarket prices, especially for these import titles, the triple digits that you're seeing is coming because of the artwork. It's coming because of the lenticulars that these companies are putting on it, the packaging. The movies are the movies, but it's what's in there. So, you know, I know some people look at people crazy when they double dip and triple dip, but at least from my perspective, that's exactly why I do it. And I pulled out some stuff because I'm like, damn, I actually have kind of crazy stuff of some movies to understand why. So let's start off with the Black Panther, right? I love the Black Panther. I did see Spider-Man No Way Home. Great movie. Probably can crack my top 5. I mean, I've heard people say it's better than Endgame and Infinity War. I mean, to each his own, right? To me personally, no. I still think that Black Panther is the best single Marvel superhero movie, in my opinion. But Spider-Man No Way Home was very good. So I have a lot of Black Panther, right? So, for example, this is a Zavi steelbook. It's got lenticular. I don't know if it can catch. It's not deep, but I'm a fan, so I bought this. Now, also, the U.S. cannot use digital copies if it comes with import titles. So it's just really just a 4K. I always buy the Best Buy for the digital copy because I use my digital copies. I love Voodoo, by the way. So I got this 4K steelbook. They came out with another one. 2 Best Buys, right? 2 different artworks. But I'm a fan, so I collect it for the artwork. Then we have an import title. I don't know if this one's from Korea or not, but comes in a slipcase. Now, steelbook actually may be the same, but again, it's the slipcase. And then we have One Clicks, Blue Fans. Now inside this, as I've said in my previous videos, we have 3 editions. You have a full slip, single lenticular, double lenticular. These are so much different than these. These are amazing, right? I love these. And then you have different companies. And the good thing about the movie community, even as opposed to, let's say, I also collect 1/6 scale figures, right? So Hot Toys. They have third parties, but it's not really to that level yet. Hot Toys has a very far lead, but these third parties are catching up. But in the movie industry, specifically imports, we have companies like Blue Fans, Mantalab, Wheat, HD Zeta, Kimchi, Film Arena, Scene Museum, I think Nova Media. These guys are all heavy hitters, so there's no like, you know, I feel like when I first started collecting, Blue Fans was kind of king, and they were doing mostly Marvel. I feel like nowadays it just depends on the release, because there's certain times that Mantalab may have the best release, or Film Arena may have the best release. So we actually have companies that can compete. Wheat came on the scene and just kind of went crazy. So this is another One Click. So as you can see, it's just the difference in artwork. Civil War. I love this Best Buy steelbook. But then Nova Media came. and this artwork is insane, right? Then Best Buy came back with the 4K steelbook and started doing all the Marvel steelbooks like this, which I'm a completionist, so I went and did that. And it's the first 4K steelbook that I believe that they did. But then Wheat did their own, which this is just one of the best lenticulars. The depth of it, you won't be able to catch it in the camera, but it's ridiculous. And then Blue Fans also has a lenticular. So again, for me, it's artwork. This is something that I won't get from Best Buy. So this is why I collect imports, because it's a certain added kind of artwork that I absolutely love. So not just being a movie collector, I'm an art collector. Same thing with Guardians of the Galaxy. 4K steelbook from from Best Buy. But then you have the Blue Fans double lenticular. This was a grill piece back in the day. I mean, look at that. It's ridiculous. And then Nova Media comes. And, I mean, this slipcover. I was a fanatic. I was like a fiend for this back in the day, guys. Like, I was searching eBay left and right all day trying to find this. So, this is what it is. For me, it's more than just a movie. It's art. But guess what, guys? We're all collectors. We collect different stuff, but we also have a lot in common that we collect. And that's what makes the beauty of this community, right? Is that you collect what you want. And that's one of the biggest things that, I've heard other YouTubers say as well, like, collect what you want. You know what I mean? Get the things that you want. That's what I would say, is focus on that, right? And also, to me, it's always good to kind of reach back and grab some older titles, because, that also helps and kind of, I feel like, pushes studios to make and see that there is a market for older titles and they're not getting lost in the sauce. So I feel like that's it. I just wanted to jump on and like throw that explanation out there, let you know what kind of collector I am. And I collect all types. I collect all types of genres, all types of editions, steelbooks, digibooks, digipacks, even though I don't buy them too much anymore. I get the Vinegar Syndromes, I get the Arrow videos, I get the, what else do we have? The Criterions, the Mondo steelbooks, regular 4K slips, even though most of my 4Ks are in steelbooks, but I do get some of the slips. Trying to think any other, I think that's all. I mean, I try to get the boutique labels, so it's definitely good to kind of mix it up, because sometimes, what Kino Lorber, for example, they hit it out the park, and they reach back and touch a lot of movies that just aren't being touched right now, right? Or haven't been. So these companies, to me, are a necessity to the continuation of physical media, to the continuation of preserving some of the older titles going forward, because we need that. So yeah, I'm just curious, what are your take on this? What kind of collector are you? Are you a person that just kind of buys because you want the best format for that movie, and that's it, you don't care? Are you the type that will buy multiple copies? Do you just stick with certain formats and just don't collect other formats? I'm curious, because I don't usually buy DVDs anymore, but there are some movies that I do like that have not made it to Blu-ray, and so I will make an assumption that they're not going to make this in Blu-ray anytime soon. So it is a chance that I would go back and buy. For example, The Boy Who Could Fly. Some of you may never have heard that movie ever. It's an old movie. I remember watching it as a kid, and it does not have a Blu-ray release. So I sometimes think about buying a DVD. And if it comes out on Blu-ray later, guess what? I'll get it. Yeah, but that's it. I just wanted to jump on there, just have this quick discussion, because I feel like it's something that's always relevant. Sometimes it causes a level of judgment. I don't know why. It's kind of like, I care about my collection, you care about your collection. I'm excited to see people collect what they want to collect. Like, whatever you want to collect, that's your business, right? It's cool. I love it. And even if you don't even collect movies, but you collect something else, we all have a common thing of being a collector. The thrill of the hunt, trying to find it, right? having the joy of getting what you want, right? So I feel like that's interesting. But I'm curious. So guys, let me know what you think about the video. Let me know how your New Year's went, and let me know what kind of collector are you. Are you looking to change how you collect? Are you trying to kind of narrow it down to specific things? What do you focus on in 2022 specifically? For me, I know I ended 2021 trying to focus more on acquiring TV series, complete TV series, because most of the ones that I like, they're still in DVD, but the prices are up there and they're only moving forward. I am getting a very nice one in soon. Hopefully it comes next week. It was a surprise gift, but it's an amazing set that I've been wanting for a while, and it's an older set. So I definitely look forward to jumping on here and showing you that. But yeah, so I'm definitely focused on that, and there are some titles, Steelbooks, import titles that I missed years ago that I'm trying to go back to get. And that's another thing too. Let me know in the comments below, do you guys reach back and buy movies that you missed a year, 2 years ago, or you just kind of forward thinking, seeing what's next and going with that, and if they re-release that movie, you buy it then? Let me know. I'm curious to know this. It's an exciting time to be a collector. If you're new to collecting, definitely check out a lot of people's videos on YouTube, see how they started, see what their collection is, if you find that interesting, and go with what you like. And then jump on YouTube and share it. Man, create a page, right? I know everyone, there's so many people out here that's thinking about creating a YouTube page, and then it's like, I was in the same boat. But just create a page. It's cool. You get to share your ideas, your thoughts, what's in your head, and you get to mingle and chat with a lot of great people in the community, and you meet a lot of people, and you see so much stuff, right? So definitely, guys, thank you for watching the video. Hope 2022 is starting off great for you. Let's start it off strong. Let's get the channel growing. Thank you for the support, and be on the lookout because I got some stuff coming up. Ho ho. So, other than that, guys, have a good one, and I'll catch you later.